Dear students, today we will study the fundamental axis of the theodolite and their relations. So here on the board I have drawn the sketch of fundamental axis and also their relations are marked. So please note down the sketch in your fair notebook. This is very important as an examination point of view. You will get a 5 marks or 10 marks question on this. So fundamental axes are 5 fundamental axes are there in a theorem. First one is vertical axis. Vertical axis in figure, this is the vertical axis. Vertical axis. Second, horizontal axis, it is also called Trunian axis. So here I have drawn like this. So this is the horizontal axis or Trunian axis. Third one is line of sight or line of collimation. Line of sight or line of collimation is this one. So here at this intersection point, vertical axis, horizontal axis and line of sight. So they are coinciding each other. Then fourth one is axis of plate level. So plate level axis. So this is plate level axis. And last one is axis of altitude level. So altitude level is provided on top. So that's why it is drawn here. So this is of the axis of altitude level. So these 5 are the fundamental axes of the theodolite. Vertical axis, horizontal axis, line of sight, axis of plate level, axis of altitude level. Then what are the relations between these 5? So the relations are, the first relation is axis of plate level must be perpendicular to vertical axis. So it is marked like this. So axis of plate level must be perpendicular to the vertical axis. This is the first relation. Second relation is horizontal axis must be perpendicular to line of sight. So it is marked here. So horizontal axis must be perpendicular to line of sight. Number 3, vertical axis must be perpendicular to horizontal axis. So vertical axis must be perpendicular to the horizontal axis. So this is the third relation. Fourth relation is axis of altitude level must be parallel. These are all perpendicular. So this is parallel to line of sight. So line of sight and axis of altitude level, they should be parallel to each other. Parallel. This is the fourth relation. Then last one is when vertical circle reading is 0, then the line of sight must be horizontal. So this is the vertical circle. In vertical circle, when the C vernier, D vernier, they read 0, then line of sight must be perpendicular. That means telescope should be horizontal. It should be horizontal. So then you can use that instrument as a dummy level. So these are the 5 fundamental relations. So 5 fundamental axes, 5 fundamental relations. So you remember these 2 with this sketch. So please draw this sketch in your fair notebook and note down this. So when you remember this sketch, very easily you can list the 5 fundamental axes and 5 fundamental relations. Okay, so this is very important. So you will get a 5 marks or 10 marks question on this fundamental axis and fundamental relations. Thank you.